Hi friends, welcome to Canadian Cutting Edge, and this unboxing is happening just a day, well, 36 hours before we're leaving for our trip, so I don't have an awful lot of time. You're of course going to be seeing this later while I'm in Ontario visiting family. So here's a package that I got sent to me via my friend in Nebraska. He gets my knives. I have my knives that I buy from places other than Canada sent to him. He packs them all up together and mails them to me. It makes for a little bit cheaper shipping and a little more efficiency, and I get all the products without the Canada Border Services Agency taking any of my knives away, even though they're perfectly legal to own in Canada. My opinion. So let's get to the tabletop and take a look at what's inside here. Again, using the beak of my, that's the name of the knife, my Harns knife. If you haven't seen the review of this guy, you'll probably want to see the review. I really like this knife. Okay, let's close this up, put it to the side, and pull this open. A QSP, a QSP, a QSP. Look at that. So let's go from smallest to biggest, and we'll see what we've got inside here. This first one is the Worker. N690 blade, carbon fiber, and G10 handle. Model number QS128. The color code is D, as in David. And I've really been wanting to take a good look at this guy for a while since I first saw it. They're going old school with this knife here. Let's put that down. Because the Worker, it's an old school kind of worker knife. You know, people used to carry these kind of knives, 50 years ago to a lot before that. Of course, maybe not quite as refined as this. You do have a lanyard hole. You've got a back lock release right here. You've got steel bolsters. I don't think those are nickel. They're steel bolsters, I believe. And full flat grind here. A nice bull nose right there. So it's like a sheep foot style blade. Nice sharpness choil. There's your nail neck. So two-hand opening. And I very recently bought some thumb studs that you can add on to the outside of knives for my Buck 110 is what I was thinking about when I was getting those. They're a Chinese-made thing. They cost a little over $1 a piece, and I got a bunch of those. And so I'll show you that in a video, again, probably after the summer. That feels very nice. Lockup is solid. No play side to side, up and down, just like a nice back lock should be. Nice click. And if we can focus this up here, if I can get it to focus. There you go. There's the designer mark right there. I'm not sure looks like Arthur Ream. That's what it looks like. I might be wrong, but I'll put it on the screen down here. And just a straight blade. Very, very useful, very good functionality. A simple but very and clean design, but it looks great. Carbon fiber and G10 layers, and that's why you can see the blue lines, the G10s in the blue sections. I like this knife. Pocket clip is right side only, but it's a deep one. Nice. Okay, so that's the Worker. We'll put the Worker to... Oh, I didn't say anything about this yet. It comes with a nice leather pouch. So your belt goes through here, and that's nice thick leather. I don't know if this is full grain leather or if it's a layer of real leather and then man-made filler there. It just doesn't feel quite right. I'll ask them. It's got the classic kind of scalloped stamp in the leather design work there. And then the QSP logo. And let's shut the knife. Put it in there. Yeah, that's a nice fit. I like that. If I was to carry it this way regularly, I would take the pocket clip off. Very nice. So let's put this on the top of the screen here so you can look at it. Hopefully I won't cut that myself on that edge. Here's the second one. It's a thinner box. And let's see, this is the NECKMUCK. If we'll focus up here. There you go. The NECKMUCK, a D2 blade, QS125. The color code is C. I like neck knives. I've reviewed a bunch of neck knives in the last year or so. And when I saw theirs, I wanted to take a good close look at it. So there you go. Kydex sheath. It's a neck knife. That's why it's called the NECKMUCK. You could use this as a boot knife as well. You could fit different kind of belt loops on here if you wanted to carry it as a belt knife. And with this big sort of duck section, that almost looks like a duck head, doesn't it? It's easy to get behind there and be able to pull this out. It's got good retention there. This Kydex holds on very well. And it might be also partly because all this plastic was on there. And let's peel that off. There we go. It's like shrink wrapped, not shrink wrapped, saran wrap kind of stuff. So look at that blade there, that drop point there. So I guess it's a style of a Wharncliffe, all belly here, full flat grind, D2 steel, and this is that same designer, Arthur Rem, if I'm right. It says D2 right down there. So this knife, my fingers don't fit in there. My fingers fit this way. You know, if you've got smaller hands, you might be able to fit in there. But just the way it's designed, for me, it fits this way. And my hands are between large and extra large. So most guys with large hands and larger are going to hold it this way, which is totally fine. It's quite comfortable. And people with smaller hands, you know, might put their hands in there. I don't know. It's really got separation for 3 fingers right there. So there might be certain hand sizes that find this uncomfortable. I'll get a few people to try it and get their input, people with different size hands. The plunge here is very gradual, and that's why you see the blade look like it gets a little bit bigger right here at the end of the grind. It looks like it's bigger this way. And that's just because the plunge, this gradual plunge, hasn't ended yet. It ends about where my fingernail is. Sharpness choil is not quite big enough. This one, they probably could have made it just a little bit bigger or made the plunge go a little quicker. That's nice. I like that. And it probably comes fully apart. They've done a really good job of matching the G10 with the blade tang here. They probably finished grinding them together and then polished it when it was together. It really has that look. Okay, so let's put this over here. Put that over there. That's the NECKMUCK. And finally, we're going to be looking at this knife. And it's too big for me to put totally under the camera, but you can see it. The WORKAHOLIC N690 blade, flex micarta handle. The code is QS124, color code is A. So I've got the Worker and I've got the WORKAHOLIC. So there's kind of a work theme here. This is very functional kind of knife too, the NECKMUCK. It's not there to just look pretty. And, you know, I'm going to have different kind of comments. Some people are going to think this looks great. Some people are going to think that looks ugly, I think. In here we've got an Allen key. I mean, it's shaped like an Allen key, but it's a Torx key. So this is probably, it looks like a T10. Maybe a lot of guys don't have the T10 size. It looks like it's bigger than a T8. And again, it's another belt knife. This is leather. This feels better. It's thinner and it just feels a little bit better than that leather. Maybe it's just the finish. QSP is stamped in right there. There we go. Pull it out here. And the blade is wrapped as well. And that's a cellophane wrap. And Bowler N690. And there's a logo. I haven't memorized who the designer was. But there we go. We'll get it in that light section there so you can see the shape of that logo. And on this side, it just says QSP. It's polished. I don't call that a mirror finish, but it's approaching a mirror finish. Some jimping right there. And yeah, micarta flax. Haven't had that recently. I haven't had micarta flax before. Like I said, this channel started as a budget channel. So I used to do reviews of knives only under like $30, and then I expanded it to about 40 and 50. And this year, most knives are under 60. Of course, some knives cost more, but most of my reviews are for knives under 60. Big lanyard space here. And yeah, that looks like 10 or maybe even 12. In the review of it, I'll tell you for sure. Or maybe somebody else has reviewed it. I don't know. So a nice classic drop point, full flat grind. A little more sturdy. It's a little thicker behind the grind. That feels like, I don't know, between 25 and 30 thousandths of an inch. About 0.65 millimeters, something like that, I think. Watch the review, and if you can remember back to this, you can see how accurate I was. I like this forward choil. I like that the steel is a little bit proud and the edges are chamfered and polished. Very comfortable in hand. If you're definitely into the extra large range for men's sizes, that's past 11 in the European men's glove sizes, you might find this a little bit small. I don't know. There you go. So we've got the Worker. Actually, I got to bring these down a little bit now. We've got the Worker, we've got the Workaholic, and we've got the NECKMUCK. I don't know why I forgot. So if you're interested in any of these knives, stay tuned to my channel. Again, videos will be slow during the summer, one a week, maybe, probably less than one a week until we get to past the midpoint of August. Around the 20th is when we might be back home. And so I can do more reviews then. So it'll be slow during the summer. Thank you for staying loyal to my channel, watching my videos, liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, all the good stuff you guys do. And especially the commenting and hitting that like button. It really makes a difference, but don't do it if you don't mean it. And remember, friends, always cut towards your chum, not your thumb. Bye for now.